to another video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at if the 9.7 million yacht is worth it. So recently I just bought the 9.7 million yacht. I'll be honest, I actually bought the actual yacht itself for 4 million because there was a sale on the last weekly update. So I bought it for 4 and then I missed the deadline for all the upgrades, so like the gold, the lighting, all that stuff. So I ended up paying an extra 1.2 million. So it's only cost me 5.2 million to buy this. So if you're going to buy a yacht, wait till you get that sort of deal instead of paying nearly twice the amount as I was going to pay. So yeah, this is the front of the yacht. It's pretty nice, if I'm being honest. Now the whole idea is to see if it is worth the 9.7 million if you're buying it brand new at full price. I think it is, but I know a lot of people will say it's not, so keep this in mind, guys. So through here you will see that everything is golden. That modification to the yacht cost $750,000, so it is pretty pricey. I went with the blue presidential lighting, so it gives you these kind of, you can't see it very well but I'll show you in a minute, the blue kind of lines on the outside and kind of greener tones on the inside. One weird thing I will say I've noticed while I quickly remember, you probably can't see it very well that it's night time, but we'll see what you can see. Oh, wrong button. It seems to be that the colour scheme of the boat, the kind of like side vehicles that you get with it, so like the boats and the helicopter, seem to match that colour. So keep that in mind. So if your favourite colour is blue, like mine is, then if you pick that kind of colour, I'll show you which one it was I picked. Actually, I'll go through everything that I got. So if you go into the dock tees, go into the super yachts, I bought the most expensive one. I got the gold fittings, they are an extra 750k. Oh, sorry, they're an extra 750k, so keep that in mind. I bought it with just the chrome fittings first, and then modified it later. I bought the blue presidential light, so you can see how it is quite nice as well. I quite like the kind of bright blue, it stands out especially at night time. The rest are okay, but I think that just looks the coolest. The colour, I went with that colour. I quite like that, I think that looks pretty cool. And then obviously you get to name it whatever you like. Now you've got to keep it to 20 letters, funnily enough. So it was a bit hard to think of some, so I just called it the Scotsman and put my country flag on it. There are some perks with this. A lot of people don't buy it because they don't think it's worth the 9.7 million, but it is pretty handy. So you have things like when you go into like services and you go into Galaxy Yacht, obviously you can send them on, which is pretty cool, but no one really cares about that. However, this thing is really handy, the yacht defences. Now this does come in quite handy, so see if you're getting attacked by, say, like tons of oppressors, then this is the one place I'm going to come to, because I can turn that on. Now obviously, you see it tells you that. The only thing is, when you turn this on, you can't use your weapons, obviously, because that'd be very OP if it had yacht defences and the weapons. But basically it activates these kind of cannons at the side, the explosive cannons, and anything flying towards you will blow up. But you can also choose what you want, so you can just have it so that your crew can get on, your friends and crew, your organisation, motorcycle club, associates, no one. So you can choose who can gain access to your yacht. You can also choose who can use the vehicles and who can get access to the yacht, and then you can also choose whether you wear kind of like swimming shorts or just whatever you're wearing. So yeah, it is pretty cool when it comes in that, because that has come in quite handy. I've been attacked by a Savage helicopter, and this was a lifesaver because what you can actually do is, see if you get your sub, you can actually park the sub just up here, and I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of people seem to be attacking the subs just now. So by parking it up here, I was able just to mess about completely fine within my sub, and this acts like the air support sort of. Only slight problem is you can't activate this if you're in the vehicle. Any vehicle, if you're flying like this and you're coming in and the defences are off, it's not very good. So that's something to keep in mind. Sometimes you can turn it on, a lot of the time you can't though. In regards to the kind of area within here, there is tons of seating. This is the one place if you want to host like a big party or a big meet up. This is definitely a place to do it, especially as you're that the old test night type track doesn't work anymore, so you have to do a normal public like I'm in. It's a lot handier, especially for that. Now, there's missions you can do for the yacht. I'm not going to do them. I'd rather do the KLP heist, which is what I'm doing. But you can move this boat about just like the sub. However, you need to do a lot of the missions until like the price of the moving the yacht goes down. Just like the sub, how if you do the heist, I think it's either once or twice, I think, and the cost goes from 10k down to 2k, so it's worth it. If you buy a top of the range one like I've got, the yacht, you get helicopters. If you want to request this, you can request this on land, but it'll charge you about 1k. So 1k no, and I'm very expected just spawning a decent helicopter is pretty good. So I mean, I think it's about 1k to get a normal helicopter pickup, and at least with that then you can fly it yourself, unlike the earlier one where you have to actually physically shoot the guy to then get proper control of it. So as I said, you've got the hot tub there, that's a used feature. In here though, in the actual yacht is pretty good. You have tons of room. Oh, look at that actually does look quite nice, doesn't it? So let me show you inside the yacht interior. In here, we've got quite a modern kind of build, so I'll do downstairs first. So you've got like these guest bedrooms in here. Pretty nice. Now the one thing I have noticed is weapons seem to spawn in here. So you get like rocket launchers, snipers, I think AK ammo as well. I can't exactly remember 100%. Let's just see. Sniper. Feel like this is like a little office makeup room. Here's another little guest room. That's MG ammo. Let's just see what's in here. I think there's there's the AK ammo. It's pretty handy as well for like getting ammo. And this is the master bedroom. You got then a bigger bedroom at the back there. So it is pretty big downstairs. However, this is kind of unused down here. This is one of the bits of the yacht you don't tend to use. It's like the front deck. Really at the front of the boat. Just be sitting area there, you don't really use it. This area up here though gets used a lot more. You have things like little sitting areas, tons of sitting for people if you've got like 30 friends or something like that on, or a whole lobby on you. But this is kind of like the main attraction of the yacht itself. This is what you're kind of paying the top box for. Kind of a big sitting area, big TV area, and a big kind of drinking area. And as well, at least with this, then you can move it about wherever you like. So it is pretty handy.
Hello, sir.
Now, to answer the question why I think it's worth the money, because you've got the defence system and because you've got the bar, you can put all your friends on it, you can protect yourself, you don't have to worry about getting blown up by oppressors or even the as long as you're inside, I think this is enough to protect you against the orbital cannon. Don't quote me on that, I'm pretty sure that's the case. I haven't actually tried it yet, so I'll need to test that later on. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, there's no really other use for it. The only use that is very handy now is this is one of the only vehicles, well not vehicles, services that you can use while using like your sub, your Avenger, What's the other ones? Yeah, your sub, your Avenger, your Terabyte. You can use the yacht and them at the same time. Unlike if you have like your Avenger, you can't use your Terabyte at the same time. So this is a big plus, and you get a nice helicopter to fly about in. So I would really recommend, if you've got the money to do it. Obviously, if you're a new player, don't know how you'd be a new player after the game being over 5 years into the game, but if you are a new player, I wouldn't recommend buying this straight away. I would wait quite a while before getting this. But just look at that, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Especially with the sunlight hitting off of it. What I will say is, if you're like me and you're a high ranking player but you just bought a big item, like I've been upgrading a lot of my existing buildings and vehicles, then what to do is just do the KOP price, single player. I can average it about 2 hours for each one. That's including like drink breaks and all that, and just messing about sometimes. But I can get I'm averaging about a mil every 2 hours, which is pretty good considering that's probably the fastest money making method at the moment, because you only have to do what I would recommend when you phone you letting the hardcore mode go off. It's just because it's a lot easier just to get the sub as the vehicle you go in, get into the drainage tunnel, so you need cutting pipes, plasma cutter and the fingerprint clone, and then pick your weapons. But I would recommend the aggressors, is it something like that? And it's like the bottom one, and it gives you like Mark 2 weapons, so I really recommend using that. But that's probably about it. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Is it worth 9.7 million? Is it not? And guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Bye.